Morning, everyone. Cool. We will get started here shortly. Morning, good morning. Sorry, I'm on my mobile setup today, so just trying to get things set up here. Everyone can hear me all right? Everyone can see my screen all right? Oh, all right. So we'll get started here in a few minutes, guys. Just getting everything set up here. I'm trading on my laptop today. So because I'm trading on my laptop, the screen share looks a little bit different. Good morning. Hope everyone had a great 4th of July.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, Steve, good morning, man. How you doing?
Hey, pretty good. How are you?
Good, man. How was your 4th of July?
Good. We're in Scotland. Unfortunately, weren't able to see any fireworks or celebrate in the US, but yeah, it was cool to watch everything and last out here. How was yours?
It was good, man. Just kind of kept it low key, which is great.
Cool. And I heard you were, or maybe you still are in New Jersey, huh?
Yeah, I am. So I'm here
Cool.
visiting some friends and family. And then, as you know, we have the New York Stock Exchange event coming up on Friday.
Nice. Yeah, that's going to be great.
So, what have you been up to in
So you're going to hang
Scotland?
out there all week, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I'll be here all week.
Cool. Yeah. Sorry, what'd you say?
I was saying, what are you up to there in Scotland? Oh, look at this LHSW real quick. Big move. Big move. Good avoids. Good avoids.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, money flow. 45 million volume already traded.
What a move.
Yep.
What a move. Sheesh. That's the power of the main stock, side stock, etc. So
Yep.
crazy.
So yeah, we're just exploring, just exploring.
How long are you there for?
We'll be here till Wednesday. Then we're headed to Australia finally.
Sweet.
Finally. Yeah, looking forward to it. And we're planning a meetup on Saturday in Sydney, but during my segment, I'll give out all the details and specifics.
Cool.
Yeah, should be fun.
So as you guys know, I'm trading on a laptop this week. I'm in New Jersey preparing for our New York Stock Exchange event. If you guys didn't know, we had a promo that went on that all you have to do is be an MIC member and open up a Cobra trading account, and you'd be in the running to come to the New York Stock Exchange. So should be a blast this Friday. Um, Aside from that, we could talk about some other stuff, but we have another big promo with Cobra going on right now. Let me see if I can find the link. I'll post it in the webinars channel. But pretty much, we have a big promo going on where you will get 30 days of free commission with Cobra. You will get $500 in locate fee credits. And we're going to be selecting 5 people who have an account at Cobra existing and new people to be selected to trade in a surprise location with me live. And then for big trades, you will get a $200 locate fee credit. So great promo going on right now. We'll get into all that stuff too. But yeah, we're going to get started here trading in the next few minutes. There might be some lag. There might be some slow action today from me on the connection side. Trading with a laptop, obviously Wi-Fi may not be the best because I'm not plugged in like I am at home, but still should be some pretty solid action. That's what I'm thinking. And yeah. What else? What else? What else? You talk about the locate prices with the Cobra guys. Yeah, I actually went over this the other day. Pretty much, I thought that the locate providers were kind of in cahoots. But what I learned is like the locate providers literally all hate each other. They all have like massive amounts of beef. So there's no way that they would ever be in cahoots. Pretty much what's happening is a lot of the stocks that have been moving lately have just been really low float stocks. And because it's been all low float stocks moving, the locate prices have just been super, super expensive. So they're working on it by introducing 2 new locate providers. So the way it works is Cobra has like 17 or 18 locate sources right now, and each of those locate sources is competing with each other to get the best locate price because the best locate price is usually going to get the locate, and then that vendor is going to make the money. So the more locate providers they bring in, the more competition they bring in. It's almost like you're selling a shoe, right? You're selling a Nike Air Force One. If there's only one guy selling it, he's going to be able to control the market. But if you have 20 people selling it, then prices will come down due to competition. So Cobra is bringing on more locate providers to hopefully bring down the prices for everyone. So let's get started trading here. So good morning, everyone. Welcome back to live trading. If this is your first time on live trading, welcome. We are using the webinars channel in Slack to communicate. As you guys know, we do daily live streams on YouTube as well. Last week, I streamed the entire week, and you guys saw me make $10,000 live with no stress. Um, that was kind of like a one and done type thing where I kind of opened up the stream to everyone just so they could kind of see what it is like here. And the reality is I will not be opening up the stream again this week. So normally what I do is I talk about my thoughts for the market, I build the watch list, and then at 9:30 a.m. is when I start trading the watch list right at the market open. So today I will be ending the stream at 9:29 a.m. because you have to be a member to continue to watch our streams. So, maybe once a month or twice a month, I will keep the stream open for free. But I did the entire week last week, and I don't plan on doing that again this week. So, yeah, a couple things to make note of is this Friday is our New York Stock Exchange event. So, as you guys know, we do activations with Cobra Trading, our main partner broker. This is the same broker that I use, same broker that Steve uses, same broker that James uses, same broker that all of our moderators in MIC use. Um, they have been super, super great to us. Great structure, great everything. And, after trading for over, 12 and a half years, I've tried every single broker out there, and I am proud to be a Cobra client as well. And I'm glad to kind of share that with our members. So we have a really big promo going on from now until November 1st. So if you open up a Cobra trading account, the minimum deposit is $10,000. you will get 30 days of free commissions and you will get $500 in locate fee credits. Additionally, we'll be selecting 5 people to come trade live with me in a private secret location. So that should be really, really fun. Additionally, if you open up a big trades account, which is only a $2,500 minimum, you will get a $200 locate fee credit. So great promo going on, very good customer service. And once again, I love using them and we'll be trading live with them obviously today. Next is uh, this week. So the thing to kind of note about this week is I was actually, listening to, what I do on my days off is it's actually really funny because I just still try to learn more trading stuff. I try to review my stats. I try to go through my own numbers. I try to see what little nuances I could do to improve in my own trading. And, something that really stuck out to me is that this concept of the fact that everyone wants let's make it an easy analogy. Everyone wants the six-pack abs while also eating chocolate cake and ice cream every day. So the thing that I want to kind of remind you guys is the notion of sacrifice, right? So I've been trading for 12 and a half years. I would say the first half of my career, 6 years, man, I was the biggest workhorse in trading you'll ever meet. I would wake up at 4 a.m. every single day. I would check my stats. I would do all of the work, right? Unapologetically, I would do all the work. Why? Because I really loved it. I really wanted to be successful and I really wanted to have freedom. What I see a lot of people, this day and age of social media is, I think something to really understand is this. So social media, I think this day and age was, in my opinion, kind of very it's become very toxic social media. I don't really like to use social media. I don't really post on Instagram or Snapchat or TikTok or anything like that. The only reason why we post trading clips is because, it attracts people to learn more about trading. But if it was up to me, I would delete these apps because I think it's very stupid. And the reason why is this is everyone you see on social media is sharing a fake life. And then you see that fake life on social media and you compare yourself to those people. What ends up happening is you then get upset that you haven't made it yet, right? You haven't had the freedom. You don't have the Lambo, you don't have the Bugatti, you don't have whatever. Until you start to realize that you are idolizing someone else's fake life. Most people are renting the Lambo. Most people do not own their home. I think I saw a stat out there that 70% of Americans are obese, will get divorced, and have less than $1,000 in their bank account. And the thing is, the
Jeez.
more you kind of surround yourself with, I don't want to say basic people, but the more you surround yourself with people that do not have the same goals as you, the more you will, in my opinion, be upset for the rest of your life. Something that you have to realize, guys, is you should never take the advice of someone that is not in the position that you want to be. For example, if you want to become a successful multimillionaire trader, are you going to take the advice of your grandma that watches CNBC? Or are you going to take the advice of someone that's already been there and done that? I feel like the problem with this day and age is people are asking their closest friends and closest family for advice when that closest friend and closest family is nowhere near the goals that they want to be in. You should always be asking someone that has gone to your goals what their advice is. So for me, if I ever have any travel advice, I'm going to go to Steve. Steve has been there. Steve has traveled the world. Steve knows everything about travel. I'm not going to watch some fucking bullshit ass TikTok on travel from some guy that doesn't even is using a green screen while he's in freaking Mykonos. You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense. So I think that a lot of people are idolizing and taking lessons and taking advice from people that are posting a fake life on social media, and then you yourself are getting upset that you don't have that life yet. You haven't made that yet. You haven't done that yet. It even pisses me off, dude. I look on social media sometimes, I'm like, oh fuck. Does this guy have a $5 million Ferrari LaFerrari? I'm like, what the fuck? And it pisses me off. But the reality is maybe he owns a car dealership. Maybe that's his inventory. You know what I'm saying? Like you never really know. You never really know. So I feel like people always try to idolize these people that they see in social media without knowing that most of the stuff you see on social media is fake, right? You know why? Because I have four supercars. I own my house in cash. I travel the world. I've made millions of dollars and I don't post any of that shit on social media. None of it. So if you have a guy like me that's done it, has it, and doesn't post it, what does that tell you about the people that are actually posting it? Most of the shit is not real. That's number one. Number two is everyone always wants the outcome of successful trading. Everyone always wants to make millions of dollars. Everyone always wants the lifestyle. Everyone always wants the thing, but very few people are willing to go through the chaos that creates it. So it's actually very funny because I trade live every single day on Zoom. I am trying to answer direct messages as much as I can. I am still trying to, no matter how much money I've made, trying to improve my trading, trying to improve everything. And then I talked to someone else, again, I'm going to use George as an example. George, I love you. I hope you're not listening. You're my boy, but like, you're a very good example. Is George has probably watched 10 video lessons in his entire 3 years of being in MIC, right? He's seeing continued success. He's seeing making money. But if instead of watching 10 videos in 3 years, if he watched 100 videos in 3 years, he would be 10 times closer to his goals. So George is an easy example because he's my cousin. I can say whatever I want to him. Fuck you, George. I love you. But the reality is that everyone wants to be a millionaire trader. Everyone always wants to be successful. Everyone always wants the thing. And then you ask them, what are you doing to get towards those goals? Uh, nothing really. Nothing really. Showing up is half the battle. If you're showing up and you're participating in the live trades, God bless you. Most people, they don't, right? But the difference is, what are you willing to sacrifice to get to your goals? And this is something that's really, really important to me. So let me tell you one more story and then we're going to get into it. So after 12 and a half years of trading, after millions of dollars made, Lance actually says it the best. He says he sacrificed his health for wealth. I have 100% sacrificed my health for wealth. I am extremely unhealthy. I have been gaining a lot more weight recently. I've been just really focusing on trading, making money, and trying to grow MIC, but I've been neglecting my health. So, you know what I started to do? And this is just to kind of keep me accountable, is now instead of sleeping at 11 p.m., watching that extra episode of House of Dragon or Better Call Saul, now I am forcing myself every day to sleep at 9 a.m. and wake up at 5 a.m. to work out at 6 a.m. So I have neglected my health for wealth. And now I've started to realize I have all this fucking money, but I am so unhealthy that I'm literally gonna die early, and there's no point of all this money if I'm gonna die early. So I am now on day 3 of my workout, which is obviously fucking it ain't shit. But I am now putting processes in place of sleeping early, waking up early, working out before the market opens to now get closer to my next goal, which is health. So I want to become more healthy, right? I don't need a six pack abs. I don't need fucking the chest like George has. I don't need to bench 250. I just want to be healthy, man. I just want to be able to move a little bit, be healthy, and that's it. So that's my goal right now, right? I sacrificed my health to make wealth. Now I'm sacrificing a little bit of my wealth to get some more health. You know what I'm saying? And it's actually a really good lesson. I was talking to Lance about this too, and I was like, bro, how the fuck do you exercise on a consistent schedule with the market being so crazy? Like, I don't know if I'm going to be done trading at 10:30. I don't know if I'm going to be having a crazy day, be done at 2. I don't know if fucking some shit's going to happen. I'm going to be done at 4. He's like, let me tell you something. The absolute minimum that you could do is Saturday and Sunday. The market's closed on Saturday and Sunday, so start with Saturday and Sunday. And then throw in 2 more days a week during the week, and that's it, bro. That's it. Make sure you work out Saturday and Sunday because the market's not open then. and then whatever 2 days a week that you work out, done. So that's my goal, guys. That's my goal. I want to be able to work out 4 days a week minimum, including Saturday and Sunday, to give myself more of my health. And because what's the point of having all this money if I am not going to be healthy? So what does that mean? Everyone wants the outcome. I want the outcome of being healthy, but very few people are willing to go through the chaos. I was unwilling to sacrifice. I was unwilling to not watch that episode of House of Dragon. Last night at 9 p.m. is the new episode of House of Dragon. I fucking love House of Dragon. I decided not to watch it and sleep. So what am I willing to sacrifice to get to my goals, right? It sounds stupid, right? It sounds stupid, but this is what I have to sacrifice to get to my goals. I sacrifice so much to become a successful trader. I have given up so much to get to my goal. Now that I have that goal, what am I willing to give up for the next part of my goal, which is health? So that is kind of my way of staying accountable. I'm still learning. If anyone wants to kind of help me, teach me how to improve my exercise and fitness journey, I'm all for it. Maybe we could do a group workout at the meetup. I don't know. I'm still fucking new. I'm weak as hell. Everything fucking hurts. But I am now willing to sacrifice late nights. I am willing to sacrifice waking up early. I'm willing to sacrifice a lot more stuff to improve my health. So the answer goes back to this. What are you willing to sacrifice to make your trading better? If the answer is nothing, then I'm sorry, cuz trading's not for you. Life is about sacrifice. Marriage is sacrifice. Friendship is sacrifice. So, what are you willing to sacrifice? I decided I'm finally ready to sacrifice making less money, sleeping on a more regulated schedule, giving up that one extra episode of Netflix to wake up early, to exercise, and to get closer to my next goal, which is health. So, that's my goal right now. Anyway, let's get into it. So the way that we build the watch list is we always go to the previous day's watch list first and we build from there. So as you guys know, I am on a mobile setup today. I am on my laptop. So my connection's a little bit slower. I'm getting a little bit more lag. So just be a little bit more patient with me here. Um, Give me a sec. So I'm gonna just make the watch list on a separate screen and then I will share it with you guys. So give me a second and we'll start here. So the way that we build the watch list, we always go to the previous day's watch list first and build from there. So let me start there, previous day's watch list. Again, guys, I'm sorry I can't show all this stuff on the screen. My laptop, it's kind of really tough to do it with a laptop. So JEM. JEM, this was a big money maker for us last week. We traded this thing pretty successfully over the last couple days. Had a ton of opportunities, have a ton of plays. Now, obviously, this thing is dead, so doesn't really seem like there's much opportunity left on it. So I'll move on to the next one. LHAI dead as well, nothing there. CANF dead, DSY dead, CWD dead. So one of my things, guys, to make note of is I don't want to trade a stock just because it's moving. I only want to trade stocks that are active, that are moving, and that have opportunity. So if these things kind of come back to where they started, you know, then I'm no longer going to be focused on it. So I want to kind of get through this watch list because I know there's a lot more questions coming in. CETX, all the way back down, LGCL, all the way back down, CLRO. CLRO, this might be okay. So CLRO, looking for a bounce toward 750 and $8 to short. For newbies, you say it's dead. Is that the recent volume that you're looking at? So yeah, great question, Helly. So pretty much, if a stock moves back to where the move started, I am no longer interested because there's no more room for it to go down. So if you look at this example of LGCL, the move started at 170 and it's now at 140. So it's even lower than where the move started. So that means I'm no longer interested in it. Whereas CLRO is still kind of, let's say the move started around 360. There's still plenty of room on this CLRO in case it bounces. So great question. Now let's kind of move to the stocks that are moving today. LSHW, LHSW, sorry. So LSHW, main hot stock runner of the day. Very, very strong, ignoring short. Main hot stock runner of the day. Ignoring short. SPHL. SPHL looking for a bounce towards 4, 450, and 5 to short. SPHL, 4, 450, $5 to short. Next is GMEX. GMEX, ideally a bounce towards 6 would be good. GMEX, ideally bounce towards 6 to short. And then Lucy, $1 stocks and nothing really there. So main watches for me are probably going to be this SPHL to short on a bounce, GMEX to short on a bounce, and LSHW is the main hot stock. So that's going to be an avoid. So let me post this watch list out, and then I'm going to answer a few more questions. Steve, I know I'm taking some of your time here, but we'll kind of throw you back on a little bit here.
No worries.
So let me just post this watch list out. So a couple questions here. Let me get to it. So first question is 16 million in verified trading profit and only 100 people are watching the live stream. I know, it's kind of crazy. Is the broker available internationally? So Cobra is available internationally. Not big trades. You will need a $10,000 minimum on Cobra trading. Next is my friend, if I'd made $16 million, I would have walked away years ago and focused on my well-being. Take your money and get out. The issue is people make money and then live to it. That's the mistake. Yeah, I mean, look, the difference is, you could say that about anyone. I trade because I love it. I trade because I love helping. I trade because when I hear one of our members is able to take their daughter to Disney World because of trading, that makes me happy. So that is why I do what I do. I love what I do, and I will never stop because I will never want to stop hearing those stories. Um, Next part is you're telling me people spend thousands here and aren't even showing up? Yes. You know how many people pay us money and they don't show up? And number two, they don't even listen to the watch list? You would be dumbfounded by how many people pay us and ignore us. And I'm like, what the hell, man? What the hell? So, a question from Josh. In trading, unfortunately, more sacrifice doesn't always mean better benefits. For example, I sacrificed so much figuring out how to go short front side, sleepless nights, and I still blew through thousands of accounts. Well, that's because you shouldn't be shorting front side. That's like saying, you know, every time I went into the water with a shark, it ate my leg. So now I don't, so now that's why I'm not successful at swimming. Don't go into the water with sharks. How often do you see me shorting front side on the main stock? I don't do it. Yeah, sometimes I'm an idiot. Sometimes I screw up. But that's literally like saying I go into the water with sharks, they keep biting me, and that's why I'm not a good swimmer. Try doing that in a non-shark infested water. ZCMD. ZCMD might be solid as well. Let me just double check the float on this. Float's about 1 million. Maybe a little bit higher, like 350. So main watch today, like I said, is going to be this SPHL and GMEX. This LH, what the hell was it? LHSW is going to be an ignore for me. So not really interested in LHSW. And yeah. So with that being said, Steve, I know I took too much of your time. We'll probably bring you back on a little bit later. We got about a minute here until the market opens. And yeah, so now is the time where we end the stream for our viewers on YouTube and we start streaming live for our members. So if you're on YouTube and you want to sign up, just email us at StephenRH1@myinvestingclub.com. We're going to get started live trading here in the next 45 seconds. That's it. Still
Yeah,
there,
and real
Steve?
quick, yep, next couple of seconds, I'm going to post this webinars. Sydney meetup is Saturday, RSVP to me. I'm going to be there. Then I posted everything on Universal. We could kind of go into more detail on this tomorrow, but basically check up on this stuff. Make sure you guys are all registered. If you guys are attending, register now. It's free for Platinum. Or DM me if you guys have any issues or questions at all, and we'll make sure you guys are set up. This event is going to be a blast. It's next month, so don't wait. That's all. Thanks, guys.